Don't spoil this.
This is so hard.
No, it's not. It's literally easy.
No, Bill, I hate this.
Typically take this long? Am I taking way too long?
Does anyone play Wordle today? Don't tell me what it is.
Game called WORDLE.
With people posting their Wordle, I guess, score. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at.
All across social media, cryptic colored cubes. And from Twitter users to celebrities, everyone seems to be bragging about their scores playing a game called Wordle.
Wordle. I'm playing it, you're playing it, everyone seems to be playing this game, but why? Why is the world so obsessed with this simple word game on our phones?
No F, no E. We know the I's here. ST. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Well, it's my job as a behavioral science consultant to explain why people do the things that they do, so let's try and do that for Wordle right now. Here are 5 reasons that I think Wordle is a psychological masterpiece, starting with number 1, scarcity. Scarcity relates to the fact that people value things that are in limited supply more than things that are abundant. For example, when a band says, we're only playing for one night only, that makes you more likely to go and watch them. Or when a company says, hey, this product is limited edition, there's only 6 of them in the entire world, that makes you value that product more, making you more likely to want to buy it. Wordle has a lot of scarcity built into the mechanics of the game. You only get 1 word per day, 6 guesses per word, and only 24 hours to actually have a go. This makes you really value your interaction with the game because it is so limited every day. You're going to value it much more than if you had infinite words and if you had infinite guesses. So that's the first reason why people care about Wordle, scarcity. The second reason why Wordle has been such a smash hit is because it's incredibly simple and extremely low friction. What I mean by that is, well, it's very easy to play the game. You just go on your browser, it's really easy to understand within a few minutes what you're supposed to be doing, which makes the game very easy and accessible to a lot of people.
I don't remember asking.
I have 3 yellows, you're cringe.
I have 4 yellows? Did something.
4 yellows! I have 4 yellows.
This is one of the most fundamental principles of behavioral science, that if you want a lot of people to do something, you make it as easy as possible. You don't make them download a separate app. You don't make them have some verification and login details that take a long time to fulfill. Instead, you just let them do the thing that they're supposed to be doing, and exactly that's what's happened with Wordle. The next reason why Wordle has been so popular, I think, is due to something called social comparison theory. In 1954, there's a psychologist called Leon Festinger, a really famous guy, and he published this paper about social comparison theory. What he's talking about in this paper is when people compare their performance to that of other people, how does that make them feel? How does that affect their confidence and their self-esteem? In the case of Wordle, I think it benefits from downward social comparisons, which is when you do better than somebody else, so you're comparing yourself downwards. For example, if you guessed the word in 4 guesses, whereas I took 5 guesses to get it, then that makes you better than me, which makes you feel good about yourself. And so that's why people like it. It's that little hit of dopamine that you get, that rewarding feeling when you've done better than somebody else that you know, which makes you feel clever and therefore makes you enjoy the game more.
I'm at 10.
Little.
I'm at
You're
10.
at 10?
I'm at 10. I don't even know if even if I do it perfectly, I'm not sure I can beat you.
The fourth reason why I think people love Wordle is due to something called InGroup Bias. Essentially, since Wordle came out, the world has become divided into 2 different groups. There's those people who know about Wordle, that's you and me, and then there's those people who don't know about Wordle, the other people. And while being part of that in-group, the people who are in the know, is very exciting. You feel like you're part of a community that's bigger than yourself, and that's actually a very powerful motivator of human behavior. And one of the ways that this motivational effect can be exacerbated is when people signal to others in their community that, hey, I belong to this group. This is often done through technical language or specific lingo that only people in the in-group would understand.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
For example, in the world of CrossFit, they have lots of technical terms, things like AMRAP, as many reps as possible, toes to bar, which is when you do this, and PR, which means personal record. But if you were to bring up this terminology and talk to somebody who's not part of the CrossFit community,
What?
they would have no idea what you're talking about. But when people who are in the CrossFit community hear you talk about these things, it signals to them that you're one of them, that you're part of that in-group. In the same way, Wordle achieves this through its emoji sharing function. Not only are you sharing your score online, but you're actually signaling to everybody in the Wordle in-group, hey, I'm one of you, I'm part of your in-group, we're all in this together. And so by signaling to everybody else that you're part of the in-group, it makes you more loyal towards Wordle and makes you want to perpetuate this behavior even stronger. It makes you really believe in Wordle. Okay, so the fifth and final reason that I'm going to talk about in this video as to why people love playing Wordle is due to something called variable reward. That's right, we're talking about variable reward once again. But basically what we mean by variable reward is that your experience is unpredictably rewarding. In the same way that a slot machine is very motivating because you can't predict whether you're going to win or lose, playing Wordle has variability built into it. Sometimes you get the word in 5 guesses, sometimes you get the word in just 2 guesses. The fact that your performance has so much variability from day to day keeps the experience fresh, keeps the experience novel, and keeps it fun and exciting even after you play it day after day after day.
A joist! Dude, I got it, right? It's gotta be like a joist, like something in a building. What the?
So that's why I think that people have formed very strong Wordle habits in a very short amount of time, because it's a simple behavior with a variable reward. So that's 5 reasons why I think Wordle is a psychological masterpiece. It's pretty funny because I'm pretty sure the inventor of Wordle never thought about any of these things or even knows about them today, but nevertheless he's managed to make a product that had all of these baked in excellent and elegant fashion. I could have talked about other things in this video too, things like goal gradient, sunk cost bias, and network effects, but you know, I wanted to keep this video nice and short and snappy. If you spotted any behavioral science principles in Wordle that you think that I missed, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to read your thoughts. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Oh, and give me a like if you can. Alright, see you guys, bye.